Hello and welcome to Hairdressing Live. I'm Paul Davey and today I have Andrew Mulvenna. Before, I just wanted to introduce Andrew. Andrew is originally based in Belfast and travels the world educating in many places such as Asia, South America, the Middle East, UK and Europe. Andrew has won many awards and worked with many magazines such as Vogue, Red and Tatler. But Andrew spends most of his time behind the chair in his very successful salon. Welcome, Andrew.
Thanks very much for having me, Paul. Thanks very much, Hairdressing Live.
Pleasure. We've just been chatting there now, trying to get everything set up, ready for the presentation, trying to get all the lighting and everything sorted, so it's been a bit stressful, but all there now. But listen, Andrew, I just wanted to ask a couple of questions anyway about your course today and everything. But before we get into that, I just wanted to ask you about your career and where did it all start? Where did it all begin? You know, back in the day.
How much time do I have?
It's only a couple of years ago, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. I wish. 30 years ago now.
30 years ago.
So I left after my A-levels, which was quite late for hairdressing. Just find the best salon.
Actually, because everybody, like GCSEs, it was like people left
so
as well.
I was 18 really, so I just decided.
You were the educated one.
Well, to a point.
You did the further education.
I just no more academics. I just wanted to get my hands into something, and I always loved the idea of hairdressing. We're a big engineering family, so my father's civil, brothers chemical, other brothers mechanical.
Is that right?
So there's a lot of engineers. So like that, it sort of works in hairdressing as well. So it was just sort of adapting that, But just find a great salon to mentor and teach me. That was the main thing. Was find the best salon that I could find in my city. Okay. And then from there, I sort of worked on and then opened my own salon in 2001. Had that for about 8 years. And then split up that partnership that I had, and then opened a much bigger salon 10 years ago. And really just focused on driving my team and expanding not just the clientele but the workforce and really our brand and who we are and what we do, and work with education with L'Oreal and ourselves also. So it's just been building that up really over the last 17 years.
Where has this taken you now? I mean, you're a staff of how many people?
We have 35 staff at the moment.
35 staff.
In one salon, so I don't have many salons, just one, but it's fairly big, and for me that suits me perfectly. I know some people love to have lots of salons and it's great, but for me just one, I can probably keep an eye on everybody much better.
That's right.
But it satisfies my OCD. But we're literally just about to shut the shop in another 10 weeks, and we've just bought a big Victorian bank in the city centre. It's 3 stories, 5,500 square feet.
I can't wait to see this because I've seen some pictures of it.
Yeah, it's really exciting.
Yeah.
So I just can't believe that the planets have aligned really. So I was able to break the lease that I was in, acquire the new shop, mortgage my life to the hilt, as you do,
I think it's a great business move, though, what you've done.
Yeah, I think
it's a bloody great business move.
It's not everyone's lucky enough to be able to do that, and I very nearly wasn't. So all that I can say is just cross your fingers and toes and keep your head down, and hopefully that opportunity will come up. It very nearly didn't, and it wouldn't be the end of the world if I couldn't have got this place.
Are you far from where you were?
Oh my God, we're 15 metres.
15 metres,
yeah, it's so close. It's actually closer to Victoria Square, which is the big shopping sort of centre where we sort of all gravitate towards.
And this is where you're going to house as well education in there as well, right?
We have a beautiful upper floor.
It's like a mezzanine level, isn't it?
That's the colour area, and then we have another floor above that, which is sort of high ceilings again. It would be the bank manager's apartment and all the other offices.
Okay.
So it's
Andrew
beautiful.
Mulvenna's apartment.
Andrew Mulvenna's bed sits actually at the very top. There's a little servants' quarters up there, which, watch this space, that could be a futon in there at some point. But yeah, so we're going to launch. Well, obviously we've been working very closely with L'Oreal over the last 10 years and let them use our salon as an academy space for guest artists. And we love that relationship, and we do a lot of education with them. But we're also rolling out our own education next year. So this year is about really consolidating, formulating, getting our brand right, who we are, getting everyone.
Dust settle as well.
Yeah,
staff as well, right?
I think so, and doing just some other nice fun stuff, some runway stuff. And the great thing about this building is we can use it for a lot of different functions, and that it's a great space, so we can have our own little runway shows through the building and So it's very exciting. It's all ahead of us, so very, very exciting.
Can I ask, because I'm in business myself, you know, and I always sort of ask the business people as well, you know, what type of a manager are you, you know, like in the salon?
I don't know, you need to ask my staff that.
No, but like, I mean, are you quite lenient? Are you quite tough? Are you quite, you know, do you like to get them involved with loads of your vision and embark on your vision? I guess that's what I was trying to get across.
I think that's it. I'm very passionate about my business. I'm very passionate about other people's careers. Yeah. And my point always with them is, if you're in for just a job, you're in the wrong salon. Yeah. You have to be in for a career. Yeah. And if you want a boss that doesn't bother with you or just, you know, leads you to be, then you're in the wrong salon, because I make it my point to be involved with everybody. So everybody, I've got, you know, a journey, their own journey that I've hopefully planned for them, and they can see that, and I open up that sort of road for them at the very start, so they know where they're going, they know how long it's going to take. It's not going to be 2 years or 3 years, it's going to be 6, 7, 8 years before you're at senior level, to where you're generating a good income. You know, it's going to take its time. Same way as if you worked in a bank or worked in any sort of office environment. You're not going to get manager within 3 years. You have to be realistic.
Craft is very important, even from a young age. Even what you just said there right at the start. What you said was, I looked for somewhere which was going to be amazing for me to get a good foundation of education. And I think that's very, very important, even when you do look for somewhere. I mean, no doubt your place is that place, you know what I mean, for anybody up in Belfast.
We certainly try to be.
Do you know what I mean? That they come to you and they get given a structure, I guess, a sort of, you know, a fundamental package where they can get educated, and it sort of, it breeds sort of creativity. I love that, you know, about...
It's the bedrock. I mean, you know, so much we talk about these basic skills, but they're foundation skills. And it's great blow drying, great knowledge of how to blow dry properly, how to set hair properly, how to section properly, how to cut properly, how to stand and cut hair, how to consult, you know, basic, you know, not basic, foundation things. That's what it's about. Great consultation, knowing your face shapes, knowing your hair textures, knowing your fall patterns, and then you won't have a bob that doesn't sit properly, then you won't have a crown that doesn't sit properly. You know, all these things that in my 30 years, I get clients who, you know, have been generally to a lot of salons, and they want to come to me, see what I've got to offer. Yeah. And it's funny that even clients who maybe getting their hair cut for 40 years, never at one time in that journey has someone went, well, actually, you've got a heart-shaped face, therefore, you know, you need to watch wearing your hair too high on top and keeping some weight around the jawline, some shape. Just softens the face shape and makes it look nicer. Such a simple thing to offer. But if you can't articulate it, you're not doing the job properly, and it's a bit of a bone of contention.
I love it.
Don't think it, talk it. That's my attitude.
Very good.
So you're going to get probably a bit of this today.
Do you know what? I can't wait. Actually, I can't wait. But do you know what? I know we need to get ready for the presentation. But tell me a little bit about what the guys are going to take from the class today. I mean, what are you doing from the class today?
Well, you know, I've been mulling this over, this way, that way, this way, that way. To me, this is like a sort of tasting menu. That's the best way I can describe it. There's lots of little elements that we're putting in. You know, I was going to go down a very precision cut, very, very blunt, very sharp. It has its place, but I do think what I'm going to show today will open up some ideas for people in the salon. Amazing. We're going to cut a little sort of 70s, affected sort of 70s layer cut, but we're going to use a sort of bi-level technique. We're going to do some undercutting, some taking out some pieces. We're going to do a lot of deep point cutting, texturizing, some nice layering through the back. Simple sections, but it's sort of how we put it all together at the end. I'm a big believer in simple sections, because I've been to courses where it's been too complicated, and you can't just get it back into the salon the next day. So hopefully today...
Somewhat commercial?
No, absolutely. I've done this cut on lots of people, different age groups as well. So we're very lucky. We've got a really, really pretty model, Ellie. She's very street, very cool, very urban. She's, you know, not your 6 foot sort of, you know, goddess, but she's very much that beautiful girl you want in the salon, that sort of cool urban outfitter sort of look. And she has a really nice sense of style herself. So I just sort of let her work with me and just sort of gather in the clothes. I didn't want it too glamorous, too high end. We wanted to keep it just you know, someone you see in the street or someone at a nice cool bar or something like that. So, so she'll be a great face shape to work around. There's some little things that we have to sort of play down, and there's some other little shapes that we're going to maximise, great cheekbones and beautiful eyes as well. So
I can't wait.
Just tailoring it. So you know, as a cut, I'll sort of be talking through what will happen is if I overdirect more this way, this will turn out this way, but I'm going to go this way. So I'm going to give sort of avenues as each section I go through, how you can change it and move it, and how you can adapt that into different haircuts. So really today is just about showing you some of my skills, that what I'm passionate about, what we teach in the salon, and probably what we're known about in the salon is our really stickler for foundation work, and then you put your creativity on top of that. And as long as you get that foundation right, then it's like being a good painter, but you know you paint well. It's the same sort of attitude.
Totally agree.
So that's the plan.
More. Yeah, that's the plan. So listen, we're going to get set up and ready. And thank you very much, Andrew, for joining us.
Pleasure. Catch you soon.
See you then. Bye-bye now. If you like what you've seen, leave a comment below and subscribe to our YouTube channel.